Hey y'all, I hope you are doing well and staying safe. Our viewer Diva Kim has requested a video conferencing tutorial and some do's and don'ts, things like that. There are 3 or 4 simple things that you can do that will make all the difference in the world. So let's go through them really quickly. Lighting, camera position, background are the top 3. And those are very simple things to take care of. And I'll just give you kind of what works for me. And so for lighting, I like a big diffuse light source. So a window on the other side of the camera. You don't want backlit. You don't want the window to be over here, okay? So you want the window in front of you and you want your camera positioned just a little bit above your eye line. So a lot of people, especially on the news, I'm just so surprised, these brilliant scientists and medical experts that you're seeing a lot right now, and they're on the news looking down into their laptop so that it's here, and so you get this weird awkward angle that doesn't work for anyone. So you want to position your laptop, if you need to, just get a stack of books so you raise where the camera level is. So right now I'm doing this on my phone, but the camera level is just above my eye line, so you're looking just a tiny bit up. It's so much more flattering than looking down into the cameras. And then pay attention to the background. So the other thing that I noticed, I think that some of these people have been coached, but like in the first couple of weeks when everybody was quarantined, some of these people had the most chaotic backgrounds. They were just jumbles of books and piles of paper because it was in their offices, and it was, you know, the news stations would call them up and say, hey, you can't come into the station, can you do a quick video with us or whatever? And they would just stare down into their computer with all this mayhem going on in the background. Pay attention to your background, because your background there's going to be kind of a subliminal message that you're sending there, especially if you're conferencing in for work. You want to portray yourself as that kind of refined, professional, polished look. That's really important. So clean up your background. Books are great, not too many and not too sloppy. And also be aware of the kind of books you have in the background. So if you're a super serious trial lawyer, maybe your entire collection of first edition Nancy Drew, not so much, although actually that would be very cool. If you have a super serious job, you need a more serious background, so books are great. In a pinch, yes, you can do it against a blank wall. If it's between great lighting but you have to do it against a blank wall, pick the great lighting, of course. But if you can, even just a plant, a candle, something in the background, it just gives you a better visual. So let's talk about also dressing the part, clothes, makeup. The nice thing is you can do it like I'm doing right now. I'm dressed in old yoga pants and some toe-up Uggs because they're so comfortable, right? But from here up, I went to town, obviously. I did this weird thing in my hair because I'm feeling my hair very up these days. And I did full-on face, like crazy eye colors. Look at that. Big old lashes, lips, the whole deal. That's me. Every day I do like a full face of makeup. I know a lot of guys are doing the Corona beard. My husband is doing the Corona beard. He looks great in a beard. He looks like Wolverine. I mean, hello, yes. I have seen some friends who are doing it, and it still needs to be groomed. You know, so if you're gonna do the beard, just notice how it comes across. And again, professionalism, polish. If you tend to wear makeup, you know, definitely go in with some, you don't have to do a full face. Everybody knows you're working from home. Make the effort though. You know, these are still your colleagues. You still wanna put forth that polished professional look. So with that said, let me run around and show you a couple of backgrounds that I'm talking about that are sort of like, this is like the do's and don'ts. So this is a do. I've got my books, oh, you know what, when we get back, I'm gonna do a little mini palette review on this eyeshadow that I did. So do's, books I love, things that reflect me, yay. Let's go take a look at some don'ts. Okay, here's a good example. Now this could be a do depending on your business. So it's kind of interesting. It's sort of, if you're like an artist, or you're doing something that's just, I don't know, this is okay. It's a blank wall, but it's a red wall and it looks kind of cool. I would position the camera a little bit further that way. So this is backlit, no go. So here's a white wall. The lighting's kind of, I don't know, I don't love it. I mean, a white wall in a pinch if the lighting is really good. So if the trade-off is interesting background but terrible lighting and you don't look good, white wall but great lighting and you look good, pick the white wall. You have to definitely want to look good. I just don't, this is also, we have a skylight right up here, and so there's this weird, that's another thing, like direct lighting. See these shadows? Do you not want direct lighting coming straight down? Because that's not flattering either. This isn't, I mean, I don't have it on a tripod, but I mean, if you set it up, this isn't terrible. There's a lot of light. I have a big window right here to this side, and there's some light coming from over there. So there's what I was talking about. So I'm looking straight at a window. There's something of interest in the background. I mean, you could set this up, I guess if I was sitting down, it would be like this. So see how there's an interesting lamp in the background, but not too distracting. You could do a little something like that. This is kind of interesting. Again, you want the background to reflect your work. So maybe if you are an interior designer, sort of something like this, it's more decorative. You could do that in the background. It's not terrible. Got a lot of light coming from, I'm facing a light source. I don't love the speakers in the background, but you know, that could be okay. Okay, so there's some examples of things that work and don't work. Again, you want to be facing a light source. Camera lens just a little bit up. Now I was hand holding that, so obviously it would look different if I put it on a tripod like I have it right now. So just make sure that camera lens is you're looking slightly up, and your background. Pay attention to your background, your grooming, all those are important. Now speaking of grooming, like I said, I did full face just because I'm doing, you know, lashes and lips and lashes like we talked about in the last video. But I wanted to tell you about a couple of palettes I love and one that I don't. Let's start with the one I don't love so much, this Joa. There's a lot of fallout. It's a Korean beauty product, which I'm really surprised because they do some other really good things. The color payoff is okay. It was interesting. This one's called Birthday Suit. I got it because I don't usually use blues and purples, and I just wanted to get an inexpensive palette for blues and purples to see if I would use them. And I like them, but I don't love the fallout. There's a lot. It's just like by the end, your cheeks are just covered with little crumbs and powder. The Tati Beauty, everybody's talking about this. It is expensive, but it is gorgeous. So pretty. Obviously very, very well loved. These metallics are just amazing. They are so glittery, and it's expensive to mill stuff like this that is this super duper glittery. Oh, they're beautiful. So this is a beautiful, beautiful palette. Obviously I've been playing with it a lot. But again, like 50 bucks, so kind of up there. But if you want to try a big old palette like that, but you don't want the expense, I got this because it had so many 5-star reviews on Amazon. It's the Impressed You Beauty Glazed. It doesn't have a mirror, obviously also super messy, very well loved. I think it was $9. And it has a lot of those same, like I wasn't using a lot of reds. I looked at a lot of the beauty bloggers and I thought, you know, that's an interesting way to go with your eye makeup. So I thought, okay, give that a try. Obviously, so I've been using a lot of this. Today I did a mix of the purple, the red, and the pink. See, I know it's an unusual way for me to do my makeup, but I'm kind of liking it. So this one, these blend beautifully. They do not have the expensive metallics. The metallic like that is just like, that's so extra. Here, let's see. You just pat it. This is the Tati one. And you just want to pat it, and it gives a little, can I see it? Yeah, oh, I'm doing this off my phone, so you can't see it very well. Anyway, it's a great touch. But the rest of the color I'm doing is off of this palette, the $9 on Amazon. Like if you want to experiment with some of these, like I never wear green on my eyes because my eyes are green, and I was always told if you have green eyes, don't wear green eye makeup. But it looked really cool. Maybe I'll do a green eye tutorial for the next one. And I've been putting a lot of this stuff up on Instagram, on my Instagram stories, which is also The Care and Feeding of Divas. But Diva Kim, thank you for your request on video conferencing from home and looking polished and professional. And give me some more suggestions. What else do y'all want to see? Gotta stay glam in the pandam, right? Okay, so there's this quick little palette review. y'all stay well, stay safe, and always stay as glamorous as you can stand to be.